if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day. Have you ever tried to juggle so many commitments that you forget where you're supposed to be? Today, we're talking about how saying yes to everything can leave us showing up for nothing.
This is Kindness Rising.
Morning and good morning, good friends. Welcome into the Fox Den. I'm Matthew Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. I come here every morning, 7:30 a.m. to bring you a little kindness. This week is Balance in Chaos Week, and today's episode is all about joining and juggling too much. Curiosity and inspire, but it also hurts us if we don't balance. Curiosity can leave us burned out, overbooked, and running on empty. At Kindness Rising, our dialogue always connects back to 6 essential components for a life of harmony. We call them our 6 strings: kindness, balance, action, curiosity, self-awareness, and growth. Today's focus is curiosity and balance. Curiosity pulls us towards new opportunities, hobbies, and communities. Balance helps us decide which ones deserve our time. Without balance, curiosity becomes chaos. Curiosity makes life rich. It's what gets us to try salsa dancing or sign up for cooking classes or join a local art guild. But when curiosity runs unchecked, we spread ourselves too thin. The truth is, curiosity without balance leads to missed commitments and half-hearted efforts. Balance isn't about saying no to curiosity, it's about saying yes with more intentionality. Self-awareness is the secret here. Pausing long enough to ask, is this giving me energy or is it draining it? And kindness to yourself matters. Don't fill your calendar so full that you're never fully present.
We joined the hiking club, the cooking club, the yoga circle, and the bird watchers. We're basically community leaders now.
Stan, all their meetings are tonight at the same time.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Kindness Rising. Again, I'm Matthew Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. We come here every morning, 7:30 a.m. weekdays to bring you a little hope, humanity, and heart. If you're out there in the community, welcome in, get involved in the chat, say hello to our friends who are almost always out there. I appreciate you. Welcome. I see Mike Sullivan is here for sure. He shows up every day. Anyone else out there, get involved in the community. We are here to rise together with kindness and hope. Let's get after it. I always try to give you something practical to take away with you every morning. A little something, a few tips, helpful pointers to get our day started on the right foot and get us out of bed on the right side. You know you're juggling too much when the cracks start to show. Let's break it down. First, double booking or forgetting commitments. If you find yourself apologizing with, oh, I thought that was tomorrow, or wait, I didn't know we had that scheduled, that's your red flag. Your calendar is not overflowing, it's overflowing you. Second, when your joy turns into dread, that class, project, or group you were so excited about suddenly feels like a chore. When your passion projects start to feel like homework, you're not thriving in curiosity anymore. You're buried in it. And lastly, you're showing up everywhere at 60% instead of anywhere at 100%. It's that feeling of being stretched so thin that you're present, but you're not really there. Your energy is scattered in too many directions, and the people you care about most are only getting a fraction of you. Those are our three takeaways, the three tips, three signs that you're juggling too much. I know I have fallen into those. I have had those, all three of those signs in my life. Forgetting commitments. It happens. Sometimes we forget things. We, even with our calendars and all the tools that we have available to us, sometimes we forget. That's okay. We have to apologize, reschedule, move on, proactively communicate. But when it's happening over and over and over again, that's when you know you're overcommitted. When your joy turns into dread, we've all done it. We've all started with passion projects, ideas, things we love, really curious about, interested, we get involved, and then all of a sudden it becomes like, oh my God, I have to. I have to. We want to change that to I get to. We talk about that, right? We get to do these things. That's a good mindset trick. But when those feelings of dread start kicking in on the things that you started off as joy projects of interest, of learning and growth, that's when you might want to take a look and say, what else am I overcommitted to? Is this really where I want to focus my energy? And lastly, we talked about showing up at 60%. We can't all be 100% at everything all the time. We try our best to do that. But one way to make sure we're available 100% for the things that we really want is to make sure we are not buried in other stuff. And lastly, the most important thing is that the people you care about most are getting your full attention. The things that you care about most are getting your full attention. Those are your priorities. Those are the things that we need to focus on and what we focus on here at Kindness Rising. Welcome in today. Good morning. Good morning, Be Driven. Good morning, Lady Drew Bozier. I appreciate that you all come out here every day into our community, sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideas, saying hello to each other. That's what really thrills me is when I watch people in my community, in the community of Mornings in the Lab Network, Kindness Rising, and Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. Names show up over and over again. Walk 423, welcome. Welcome into Kindness Rising. We appreciate you. Get involved in our community. Amen, brother. I appreciate what you're saying, Walk. Get up and get after it. Say hello to Lady Drew. Say hello to Be Driven. Say hello to Mike Sullivan. They're our OGs. They're the ones that are showing up every day. And Walk 423, stick with us for a little bit of Kindness Rising every morning, 7:30 a.m. live on YouTube and LinkedIn. Today we're talking about curiosity and balance with all the stuff that we have to do in our lives. We all get overloaded. We're going to continue to talk about that. Talk about it in the comments. Get involved. Get up with a little curiosity and make sure you have balance today. I'm having a little problem with focus. Yesterday it was sound, today it's video. You just never know what you're going to be dealing with today. Hello, camera, refocus for me, please. Yeah, so you just never know. I get up every morning and never know what my adventure is going to be for today. However, the show goes on as it always does. And we always talk about organizations that are out there doing good work for good people around the themes of our day. We call it our kindness spotlight. And here is today with a little bit of tunage behind it to help us get through. Here's today's kindness spotlight. We're shining light on two organizations helping people find balance amid their busyness. This is great, but I got to turn it down just a little bit. These two organizations are teaching us how to tune our lives, not break under pressure. The first is the Mindful Life Project. They partner with schools across the U.S. to bring mindfulness, emotional awareness, and mental awareness practices into daily education. Their programs help students and teachers slow down, notice what's pulling them in too many directions, and learn tools to manage stress. They remind us that curiosity is valuable, but balance makes it sustainable. And our second organization, I love the name of this organization, To Write Love on Her Arm. They're a nonprofit dedicated to supporting people who are struggling with depression, addiction, and burnout. A big part of their message is this: you don't have to carry everything. Saying no, resting, and focusing on what matters isn't weakness, it's wisdom. They show us that balance and self-awareness are just as important as drive and ambition. Supporting these organizations is like tuning a broken string. It restores harmony, not just for one person, but for the whole community. That's our community spotlight today. Check out the Mind Life Project. Check out To Write Love on Her Arms, and they will help you get up and get after it. All right. Thank you so much, Woods family. Welcome into Kindness Rising. I appreciate that you are here today with us. We are getting up and going here this morning on the Mornings in the Lab network, starting with Kindness Rising at 7:30 and rolling right over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Get over there at 8 o'clock. Today we are talking about juggling too much and what happens when we overextend our days.
I sure got soaked at birdwatching club today.
Maybe that's because you went to swim club instead.
Wrong place. You got too many things going on. Meant to be birdwatching, ended up at swim club. So silly. Anyway, here we are at Kindness Rising. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming out, everyone, and making it happen today. We always lean into a little bit of branding discussion. It's what we do. It's our business, is helping people with their personal branding. If you are interested in improving your personal brand, showing up consistently without burnout, we can help you here at the Mornings in the Lab Network and Kindness Rising. We are here to help you eat healthy every day. Remember, EAT stands for experience, expertise, authenticity, trust, and entertainment, our 5-ingredient recipe to a great personal brand. Balance isn't just a life skill, it's a branding skill. Experience, show people what your daily balance looks like. I talk about what the stuff that's going on in my life here, my experience with those things, and you can too. Expertise, teach your audience how to focus, how to use the expertise that you have to focus on what really matters to them. Authenticity, share the times you've been overbooked. That is a way to show that you are real. We are all real. We all authentically overbook ourselves, I think, because we are interested. Good morning in the comments. I am saying hello to Rose Ann Roof, my mother, who says, everyone, great topic. We've all been there. And Good morning, Adam Holroyd, the OG, the first person to lay down some cash at the Mornings in the Lab network. You can join the membership over at Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends and get some extra uh, material, some extra content that's really exciting. We are talking about branding. We just talked about authenticity. Now let's talk about trust. People believe you more when you admit your problems. When you admit to juggling too much, it's believable because it's just so very real for all of us how many times we take too much on. We think it's a great idea at the time. How many times have you had it happen to you where you go, holy crap, why did I agree to that? That is too much for me right now. It's okay. It happens. We all have to juggle. And lastly is entertainment. Sometimes the mess is the story. The laughter is the chaos. My friends in the jam band world know this. You can't play every instrument all at once, but if you stay tuned into one groove, the music will flow.
Here's the truth. It's a noisy world. You can actually rise above not having talent, just like I do, every day by showing up. And when you show up with rhythm, with kindness, with authenticity, that's when the world leans in. Reach out to me. I'm Matt Ruth, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. I can help you go live here on YouTube or LinkedIn. We all have experience. We all have expertise. We can all bring our authentic selves, build trust, and even entertain.
That we can all entertain, we can all bring ourselves to this. And one way to do it is by starting a live show right here on YouTube or LinkedIn. The Mornings in the Lab network can help you do that. Reach out to me. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. I am on YouTube. I am on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram, TikTok, and all the places you love to go to get your information, to get you up and after it every morning. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we want to move on to another takeaway segment. I promised it was coming in my little thumbnail this morning. What we focused on, the chaos cliffs. Sometimes life feels like climbing a cliff, and curiosity keeps daring us to move higher. The danger comes when we take on more than we can climb and we end up slipping. Ah. Here's how to avoid those chaos cliffs before they send you into a steep fall. 5 tips for avoiding the chaos cliffs. Check your footing first. Before saying yes, ask yourself, do I have the time, the energy, and the balance to handle this? Pack light when you're climbing. Carry only what matters. Drop extra obligations that weigh you down. Know your trail markers. Set your boundaries so you don't wander into commitments that don't fit your goals. Rest at the ledge. Building in pauses to catch your breath before the next big climb is going to help you get up that next mountain. It's important for us to take a little bit of a break in between things, reset, and get up and get after it next. And lastly, climb with partners. You don't have to do it alone. Share the load. You don't have to do it alone. That's really important. It's what we do here at Kindness Rising. We build a community that reaches out, supports each other on our climbs. We all have them by sharing ourselves fully and authentically, asking for help from our friends when we need it. Those are the essentials that are going to help you climb that cliff and avoid that steep fall. Those are your 5 keys to avoiding the chaos cliffs.
I think I am in 12 clubs now, and I missed every single meeting.
Maybe you don't need every club. Maybe you just need the right ones.
So quality over quantity.
Exactly. Tune up only the ones that matter, and the song still works.
Sometimes Cal and Stan actually have good advice for us. Despite all their troubles, they're out there trying to make it happen, helping us to get through our day. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out to Kindness Rising. We get up 7:30 a.m. every weekday morning and provide a little bit of hope, a little bit of humor, a little bit of humanity. We love it. And I love your feedback. Don't forget to send me that feedback in the comments, after the fact, in the DMs, whatever you want. I want to hear about what you want to hear about. I love talking about my six strings. I love talking about my life, and hopefully it gives a little bit of inspiration if I can help just one person every day to feel a little better about their lives, to get up and get after it, to rise above the noise that's out there. There's so much of it in the media. When we go through our scroll, when you scroll through those thumbs on YouTube, what are you clicking on? Are you clicking on something that feeds your soul? Or are you clicking on something that's just going to break us down even further, make us more angry, more divisive, and just fill our heads with noise that doesn't really impact us? Lucifer 666, holy moly. Okay, you're funny with your jokes. You're going to eat my soul. Oh no. Well, join us here on Kindness Rising, and maybe we can turn your soul around a little bit. I don't mind a little bit of devilish uh, antics, but we still get up with kindness every day. Kindness will lead you to your objectives, to your goals. It can help you. And every day we try to move a little bit towards action. Action is key. We all have thoughts, we all have good intentions, but unless we take action, it doesn't mean a thing. Here's your move from thought to action. This is your kindness call. This week, take a look at your schedule, circle the things that truly matter, and just drop one thing that doesn't. Balance isn't about doing less, it's about doing what matters most. We all have choices to make in the world of how we spend our time, how we spend our energy, how we approach life. Our attitude and our actions can be chosen. Pick what matters most, focus on that. Don't forget to have some fun along the way. It's important for us to do the good things. It's important for us to do the stuff we have to do, the obligations, but have a little fun along the way. That's what we do here on Kindness Rising. And I hope you're having a good time. Your plan is going ahead of schedule. World destruction. Well, you know what? There is quite a bit of that, Lucifer, happening. I appreciate what you're saying. Absolutely, there's a lot of chaos in the world right now, but hopefully, showing up here at 7:30 a.m. live every morning helps you break through that chaos, helps you to get up and get after it every day. Never give up, always move forward in positive ways and things. That's what Lady Drew says. That's what I'm saying to you. I appreciate you out there in the world. And don't forget, right after Kindness Rising, right around 8 o'clock, get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. They are continuing the conversation over there with a little bit of excitement. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. It's fun to listen to their conversations. I know I get inspiration from it every day. And here's our bridge to the show today. When you're juggling too much, it's like climbing without looking at the trail. You slip into chaos before you know it. And often that starts first thing in the morning. The small habits, hitting snooze, skipping breakfast, diving straight into your email, that can trip us up before the day even begins. And Keith is up next with his morning loop, the 7 morning mistakes stealing your results. He'll show us how to spot those cliffs early and find a smoother path. That's what they do over on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, part of the Mornings in the Lab network. If you want to join the network, you want your own show, you want a little support for your personal brand, we can help you here at the Mornings in the Lab network. It's what we do in addition to delivering our content that helps you get up every morning, not hit the snooze button, and start your day with a little bit of kindness. Welcome into Kindness Rising. We're getting ready for the big show at 8:00 today. Good morning, Lady Drew. Yes, good morning. Good morning to everybody who's out there. Roseanne Roof, Mom, it's good to see you yesterday. I haven't had a chance to try some of the food you delivered. My mother is a fantastic cook. And you never leave my mother's house without a little order. We call it grocery shopping at Nona's. She always delivers a little something. Last night she gave me some homemade halupki. I'm excited for that. I'm going to have some fun eating that later, a healthy balance of food. And I just love that. And I just love my mother. Okay, very good. So let's move on. I'm going to give you one more takeaway segment. We always like to show a little something, give you a little something to help you with. I've talked about the cliffs of chaos, and now we're going to talk about finding balance through curiosity. Curiosity is a gift. It's what pulls us into new communities, new skills, new adventures. But without balance, that same curiosity can spread us so thin that we lose the joy in it. So here's a couple of tidbits to think about for your day. Start by picking one or two commitments that truly spark joy, not just the ones that look good on paper or make you feel like you're busy, but the ones that truly light you up. If you circle everything, nothing stands out. Showing up here at 7:30 a.m. every morning is one of the things that sparks joy in my life. It's a circled commitment on my calendar, and I love doing it. I will be here Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Second, leave white space on your calendar. Don't try to fill every segment, every second. I've been there, done that. Oh, I got to do this, got to do that, got to do this. I'm going to fill in every single second. You got to leave a little bit of space because stuff's going to happen. It's going to knock you off track. And then you're going to feel like you didn't get everything done that you wanted to get done. All those things that just add to our stress and our anxiety. Without a little bit of space on your page, the words run together and you can't read the story. But with white space, your life becomes unreadable too. Without the white space, your life becomes unreadable. Those gaps of breathing room are where curiosity actually has space to grow. And lastly, say no to good things so you can say yes to the best things. There are so many options out there in the world. They're all interested. If we live a life of curiosity, we want to know about this, we want to know about that. We want to dig into everything, but you can't say yes to everything. You have to say no to some things, even some things that are good. The trick is making sure your yes is pointed to what matters most. When curiosity is guided by balance, it stops being chaos and becomes creativity. Thank you for joining me here on Kindness Rising this morning. We're here in the Fox Den every morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and we help you get up and get after it right before Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends on the Mornings in the Lab network. Curiosity gives life color, but balance gives it rhythm. If you're juggling too much, pause and choose what matters. Life doesn't reward the busiest, it rewards the most intentional. So get on over to see Keith and friends with intention this morning. And as we always say here on Kindness Rising, stay uncommon and stay kind.